in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Stoudemire, and Stoudemire slams it in.
Great admiration for Stoudemire's athleticism. You got to be aware of it now because he'll get to the air and throw it down in a hurry.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Bernard Moon. He was looking over the lineups and he said, I've never seen such even matchups all my life. The talent on both sides is just insane. I asked him if he had a game plan for tonight, and he told me he thought about it, have some ideas, but that's not what this is about. It's a showcase for the best of the best, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's LeBron. Jason Kidd making his last shot.
Sending a statement with that rejection. O'Neal reminding everybody what a forceful defender he can be.
And George gets it to go.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
And here's Booker after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Kidd against Booker. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Garnett. Three-pointer, Kidd. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
And here is Kidd. George finds Ewing.
Every All-Star game you can count on. You're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That was another one.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Bryant. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Credit where it's due to the Mamba mentality. But Bryant also has incredible gifts. He's the result of hard work and talent.
Bryant hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And the East has possession. Kidd passes to George. And here's Ewing. Back to George. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here is George. 5 points in the game. Kidd kicks to Ewing. Kidd passes to O'Neal. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball. And some changes here for the East. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Shaq. Tatum comes in for Ewing. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Jason Kidd. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Jordan's checked in. Jordan with it. Defended by George. No good from Jordan.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Booker with it. George picks him up. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
To the paint. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Tatum.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Booker. Six on the shot clock. The West again cannot hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. That's it. And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Booker. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Olajuwon, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Hakeem really excels in operating in the pick and roll. He's such a good roller and a very skilled finisher as well.
The East leading by 4. George looking around. Garnett outside. Embiid kicks to Tatum. 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Looking for George. He gets it there. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Curry with the 3. West All-Stars with the rebound. Stoudemire in the post. Guarded by Garnett. The shot's good from Stoudemire. Stoudemire's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
12 seconds left to play here in the first. George up top. Over KD. And the shot is long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the East. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
They've got Paul George. Irving is out there with Johnson. Then it's Ewing, and it's Shaq in at the 5. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. The East All-Stars shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Racing Kid is checked in for George. And the slam dunk by Irving.
That's what we're talking about now. The Dr. J literally taking flight.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the West. Trailing by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now here's Kidd. Johnson kicks to Irving. Passes it to Kidd. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Kidd's got his second bucket.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
The East making a switch. Duncan's checked in. Now here's Kidd. On the wing, Irving. Good ball movement here by the East. It's Ewing high post. Lets it fly from 18. That one doesn't go. And it's the West taking it the other way. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Kevin Durant. And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now here's Irving. Back to Ewing. 6 to shoot. Here's O'Neal, and he uses the glass on the layup. Shaq's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, how about that time from Patrick Ewing? Very impressive. Passes like this speak to his unselfishness.
The pass to Mourning to the inside. Great D that time from Duncan.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off of assists.
And the defense so concerned with Mitchell in the two-man game. That opens things up for others. Nice find.
Moving against Butler. Shaq dishing to Ewing. Mitchell against Kidd. Goes up on the high post. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the West will go the other way now. And Jason Kidd picks up the foul.
Jason Kidd.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Stephen Curry's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Iverson's checked in for Mitchell. The East leading by 4. Curry passes to Kidd. Ewing with it. Outside Kidd. He feeds it to Duncan. And against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for O'Neal. Mason Tatum comes in for Patrick Ewing. And Doncic is subbed in for Jason Kidd.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
Doncic finds Curry. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Embiid. Down low. Tatum passes to Duncan. Over Giannis. And another miss by the East.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Duncan. That one is no good.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Iverson against Curry. Here's KD. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now here's Iverson. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, Iverson can dish it out just about as well as he can score it. I mean, instinctively finding the ready shooter there.
Here's KD. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Now just a 2-point East All-Star lead. 1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Doncic passes to Curry. Antetokounmpo against Garnett. Back to Curry. Over Mourning. Here's Garnett. It's rebounded by the West. Pass to Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
2 shots.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Paul George comes in for Doncic, and it's Johnson in for Curry. Now here's Tatum. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and it's good, 2 points. And the East leads by 3.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake, but they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we could add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roof.
Nobody near Jordan. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
I think one of Paul George's best shots is his pull-up jump shot. He's been destroying defenses for years with that mid-range pull-up.
Iverson with the ball. Inside, Kevin Garnett with the steal. It's tipped and stolen by Iverson. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The East All-Stars up on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans every... And that's all we have for now.
One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star Game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Stoudemire out there with Elijah. And there's Bryant, and it's LeBron James, and it's Booker in at the point. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, the defense tries to slow Shaq down inside, but emphasis on tries because O'Neal just too strong.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game.
Ewing the pass to O'Neal. Over Elijah. And O'Neal gets it to go. Shaq's got 4 points this quarter.
And so hard to cover Shaq effectively inside. He just powers through you.
Booker the pass to Stoudemire. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. A tight game here in Utah. Kidd against Booker. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. On the wing, the East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
For 3, Booker. That one doesn't drop. And it's the East going the other way. George with the ball. Picked up by Elijah Watt. It's stolen by Elijah Watt. Stoudemire kicks to James. That shot missing. O'Neal with the defensive effort. The East leading by 3. Ewing the pass to Garnett. Elijah Watt with the block.
Boy, Elijah Watt is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Irving's checked in for Garnett. And Luka Doncic subbed in for George. Giannis, he's checked in for the West. And here's Booker from the arc. The West again cannot hit. Booker's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And another 3 from the East.
Boy, shots like this prove Doncic has the ability to be a major threat from there, expanding his game.
Kidd against Booker. Sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And some changes here for the East. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Shaq. Tatum comes in for Patrick Ewing. And it's Johnson in for Jason Kidd. Here's Elijah Watt. Here's Stoudemire. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And how about the persistence on the glass? Stoudemire wanting that rebound more than anyone else.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Doncic.
You know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Yep, that's what full court man-to-man is all about now. All pressure, all the time.
Embiid kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Johnson with incredible athleticism and uses it to bully the defense there.
These All-Stars have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. So Johnson, it's 2 of them. The West trails by 4. Booker up top, guarded by Doncic. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Johnson with it, out guarded by Booker. And the rejection by Giannis. And they pick up 2. Doncic has got his second basket of the night. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the East All-Stars.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Good ball movement here by the East. Doncic looking it over. And it's off the back rim, no good. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for the West. 4-point game. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And the West hit again from deep.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
In the corner, Tatum with it. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Tatum's got 5 now.
Tatum aggressively looking for his shot now, preparing before the pass around.
Booker in the corner. From deep. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside Irving. Here's Embiid. Good. Nice job down low. Embiid got his first points of the night.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Antetokounmpo against Irving. Booker outside. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. East All-Stars lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.